Hello and welcome to Tomorrow's Headlines. Today, I am your host, Robin Cunningham with Fireside Grace Ministries. I am so glad that y'all are here. I have a lot to talk about. As you can tell from the title of today's episode, I have been instructed by the Lord to share with you about the wealth transfer, which I have never done before. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm sure you don't want to miss this. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. Let me just roll the banner across the bottom here. We have multiple ways for you to partner with us, and we can't do what we do without you. We are trying to buy tires for somebody's vehicle right now. We are taking care. We've already found one single mom with three kids that we want to take care of for Christmas. So if those are things that you want to help us to do, we also would like to feed the homeless. And I honestly would like to get all of the fixings for Thanksgiving dinners and give out a couple Thanksgiving dinner meals to some families so that they will have Thanksgiving as well. Give them something to really be thankful of. So if that's stuff that you want to be a part of with Fireside Grace, please let us know. So that you can partner with us, firesidegrace.com/partner with us. You can find us on PayPal as Reformer Church with no apostrophe, because we don't apostrophize around these parts. And also our mailing address is 2145 North Josey Lane, Suite 116-501, Carrolton, Texas 75006. Okay, now we also have another YouTube channel that we would love for you to check out. It is called Fireside Grace Family Channel, and that is set up so Brandy's making little cartoons to give kids something to watch or something to do while you're trying to do the dishes, or you just need a minute to yourself or something like that. That will also encourage them to love the Lord in a way that they can understand and that they'll be entertained in watching, because it's a cartoon. If you put Bible verses to a cartoon, if the cartoon's catchy enough, they'll watch the cartoon, right? But there's not a whole lot of that out there. Like, there's stuff like VeggieTales, which I have nothing against VeggieTales, but I never liked VeggieTales. My sons like VeggieTales. There's Superbook, which is like pretty hardcore for a 4-year-old. Superbook is like, it's like a pretty legit little cartoon there. It's some pretty violent stuff sometimes, like not, compared to all of what we see on TV, but stuff like that. So we're trying to put out good stuff out there. All right. So we got all that. Fireside Grace Family Channel, Brandy's dog training website and channel. If you want to get free advice for how to train your dog, she puts videos on there. It's expert dog training. It's kind of hard to find on YouTube because they kind of suppress it, but you'll find it. I mean, probably type in Brandy Fireside Grace expert dog training, something like that. It will pop up. Okay, so there's something for you to check out. Now, most of what the Lord shared with me was concerning the wealth transfer. And I have never talked about the wealth transfer. I feel like it's something that a lot of fake Christians or fake the psychics and stuff have latched onto to try and make money off of Christians who are kingdom minded with kingdom hearts that want to go out and be a blessing to people. So I haven't really gotten involved with it or talked about it. I just share the things that the Lord tells me to share. And but today was actually yesterday. He gave me all of this. He told me to prophesy about this to you all. All right. And like I said, this isn't something that I've done before. Probably some people are like, what? So I'm going to share it with you. All right. So I was praying this morning and I felt that God said that he was about to richly bless his children that have been faithful and waiting for the wealth transfer, which my phone auto-corrected to earth, which is annoying, right? Their season of coldness, bitterness, and scarcity is coming to an end, and they will taste the fruit of their patience. Your hearts will be tested as more and more is trusted to you, and he asks you to sow more and more into his kingdom. Some of that may be before you get the transfer. Some of it may be after, but you just have to trust him. But he did give me some other stuff to share with you. All right. He said, the growth of the American economy and the stock markets will not be the only way that God transfers his wealth. He will also use our own American government to bless its people. We will begin to come out of debt to the world, and the surplus money we have will be given to the people as rewards. New stimulus checks will be minted because the nation is blessed, and not because a curse has come upon it, because evil powers that want to destroy America with crippling debt were trying their best to loose the gates of hell on earth. That's all that I can really say about that, because if you go too in depth, the overlords, you know what? I think the overlords, I don't know if y'all have ever watched any episodes of Doctor Who, but I think maybe we should start calling the overlords the Silence, because the Silence is like terrifying, right? Am I wrong? There's a Doctor Who. I've been watching Doctor Who since it was Tom Baker, right? And I mean, I know he was like in 70s or 80s or something like that, but Tom Baker Doctor Who was the first Doctor Who I was introduced to. You like my cup? Got it from Glory of Zion. It says, fueled by Yeshua and coffee. Also, I'm pretty sure it's decaf coffee. All right. You will see many tried for treason, selling American intelligence and secret documents to foreign nations. Their property will be seized and auctioned. Their bank accounts will be seized, and the money they received in bribes, kickbacks, and for their treason will be used to pay off America's debt dollar by dollar. It won't be all of our debt. Keep that in mind, but it will be several billion and maybe even over $1 trillion, like a very high amount. Now, we owe trillions and trillions of dollars, so that's just, a drop in the bucket, really, compared to what's owed. But that's what the Lord said. They're going to lose a lot of stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when Trump sends out a new stimulus, and that it's because of surplus, and how fast that would have to happen. That would be within the next 6 years or so if he became president again soon. So that'd be interesting to see how a nation could pay down. I think, at last I knew, the debt was over 33 trillion or something like that. Could you imagine? Anyway, I was praying and I heard in my spirit about a coin called Volt, VOLT. And so I've never heard of that one. Okay. So I just want to share that with you. I heard in my spirit a coin called Volt, and it's the needle in the haystack. And it looks pretty much like nothing will come of it, but it will take off and make many rich. I saw someone that was well-known endorsing it and sinking a lot of money into it. And then it jumped and the prices came up significantly and very quickly. Now listen to this. The Lord said this. He said, I will remove 6 zeros from the price of Volt. I will remove 6 zeros. And I knew that he was taking that off of the price, that there were 6 zeros that were going to go away. Okay. And he said that it would be worth well over $1 in a very short period of time. And I felt that in an insane sense of joy and excitement, like an electric buzz when I received this word. So get this, guys. Never heard about this crypto coin. This is like the second or third time that Lord's told me about something I've never heard of, right? The first one was Empire. And he said he will remove 6 zeros. I said, well, let me go check this in case this is the enemy, because sometimes I hear things and it's the devil trying to trick me, and I will go and check on it, right? And there were, when I checked yesterday, 6 zeros that would be removed that would put it at over $1. So $1 per coin if 6 zeros came off. I didn't know that. I'd never heard of this coin. So if he removes 6 zeros, that would put it over $1, because there's 5 zeros behind the decimal, and then there would be 1 zero removed in front of the decimal, which would put it over $1. I was like, whoa, that's too cool. So that's just something that I guess is worth taking a look into. And one of the people that I felt would endorse it would end up being somebody like Elon Musk, or one of these bigger named people that is you're going to start to see more celebrities start to endorse smaller named cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. And you're going to start to see different cryptos growing up like that. But the Lord said this looks like a needle in a haystack, but it's going to grow soon. Let's see. Next, I saw a red crypto coin. It was red, right? And the Lord said, I saw flakes of gold. I saw a red crypto coin, and I saw flakes of gold that looked like cornflakes. And the Lord said, it is a rich investment. And I saw it reaching a peak of around 56 cents. And then several would enter in, but few would cash in on the big spike. After a while, I saw the value stagnate, and it began to look like a raisin. So I saw this red crypto coin. I think it was a red coin. That's all I can tell you was it was a red coin. And it went up to 56 cents. It kind of like hovered around there up and down for a little bit, and then it kind of shriveled up a little, kind of like a raisin in the sun, like it's a raisin, still fruitful, but it's a little dried out. So I don't know, basically to me, that sounds like something that isn't going to last very long, but it is going to have a rapid growth, but something's going to happen that causes it to stagnate. I don't know what. I don't even know what the coin is, really. But it was just a red coin. So I guess y'all can look that up and figure that out for yourself. Next, I saw a lightning bolt, right? A blue lightning bolt. And I immediately recognized the blue lightning bolt. I thought it was something from the Marvel Comics things. And then I saw, what was the letters on it? It was like ETN, Electronium or something like that. It struck the ground and it exploded everything around it. And the Lord said, the long-awaited prophecy that this coin would be of great value has been heard. And then he showed me it reaching 11 cents and then eventually partnering with other companies associated with electricity and electric vehicles. And they endorsed it and it would begin to grow also. But all I can say is this may or may not be on a side note, but you are going to see Tesla start to take a lot of different coins and currencies, not just DOGE or whatever they take. Okay. So that's interesting. All right, next, I saw Solana. So I saw Solana reaching a new all-time high, and it hit over $500 a coin in value, and it happened rather quickly. But there was a drop in it first. I don't know how far down it went. I saw it down in the 20s again. There was a drop, and then it started to skyrocket and soar up. It went over $500. But watch out, is what the Lord said. A Google lawsuit dealing with their use in suppressing information, violating First Amendment rights, and spying will or could, depends on, you have to pray about it, okay, let me go back here. Spying could cause Solana to falter for a short period of time. However, enough people will hold on to the Solana coin that when this happens, even though it drops, it will not die. So just interesting, something to see. Okay, now the Lord got me off of talking about cryptocurrency. Dave L., in response to your question, there's so many Volt coins out there. I believe that the one that the Lord showed me was called Volt Inu V2 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've never heard of it, but I believe that's the one that I looked at. Let me just take a look. Yeah, Volt Inu V2, I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Volt Inu V2. That's the one. It has like a husky for a picture with a lightning bolt behind it. Kind of looks like my dog Aragorn, actually, a little bit, except it looks demonic to me. Probably a poor choice in logos. Anyway, the Lord had me get off of that, and he started to move on into Russia. And he said we were about to see news where reports of Russian soldiers committing war crimes, and some of them will be videoed, will be emerging in the news. And what we would see is stuff like rape, brutality towards Ukrainian civilians, and so forth. And this will signal an uprising in which action is taken to force Russia out of Ukraine and to call a ceasefire. So that's something else. The Lord did say that a ceasefire would be coming, and it will be coming very soon. I want to say within a year, but I don't know, exactly the time frame of that. Next, the Lord said, a new president will come to replace Zelensky, and she will win the people's heart and be called a woman after God's heart. The prayers of the Ukrainian people have been heard. The war has been hard, but God will reward your faith. He had to remove some bad actors and expose some corruption to the world, but the time for war is nearing its end soon. What Zelensky has been doing, the pacts he has been making, the lies he has been telling, the secrets he has hidden, the corruption he has sown, it will be dealt with. And I might have to take that off of YouTube because I'm not sure, but I think you're not allowed to talk about that on YouTube. So we'll see. Putin will step down from office before his term is over, and his term doesn't end until, I think, 2036 or something like that. But he will do so to save face amidst many accusations of corruption involving both him and those who worked closely around him. And some of it had to do with financial corruption as well. So, is there anything else? I have like a minute or two. I can answer some questions, and then Brandy's going to get up here and work, and then we got to get to work for the rest of the day here. So let me just take a sip of my coffee. Give you a second. Anybody else? Glad to be the first on YouTube. Nate, how you doing? Everybody thinks they're the first, but not everybody was the first. Anything about Texas? Nope, nothing about Texas. I don't know. Lord doesn't ever talk to me about this state. All he's told me is Beto O'Rourke does not win. No, I don't know anything about California. I have seen LUNC. LUNC will grow, and it will be worth almost half of what it was worth before, but it won't go much beyond that. It's going to grow. There's going to be a slow growth, and then it'll reinflate, but it won't reach the fullness of what it had done before, because there will still be a lot of trust that won't be. There'll be a lot of trust in it that's not going to be restored quickly or easily, because people will say, "Well, it grew pretty fast again. Last time it grew too fast. I'm not going to involve with that. I'm going to keep my hands out of it." And so that's that. New York, will Holtz go? Yes. Actually, while I was using the restroom this morning, the Lord was talking to me about that and said that there would be a lot of accusations and finger pointing around that election that time, but Holtz will be gone, and I think that's pretty cool and pretty good. I think I saw Zelda or Zeldin or something like that was going to win, whatever the person's name is. Is crypto going down before a run, or are we going to have a mini run first? I have no idea. The Lord didn't tell me anything about that, but certain ones will be going down, but I don't know if that's universal or if it's not. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I don't know if Trump's going to return this month. He hasn't told me anything about his timing, so I can't answer that question either. Okay. Love you guys. Be blessed. And I look forward to hearing you. Remember, you can partner with us, firesidegrace.com. All of our crypto stuff is going to be in the description on YouTube. And then we have Reformers Church on PayPal, and then our mailing address all rolling across the bottom of the screen. Love you guys. Be blessed. And I will talk to you next time. Until then, bye.